The BC125AT offers an excellent balance of simplicity and performance in the budget category, making it easy to justify when stacked against pricier digital scanners in its price range. It feels solid in your hand, though the plastic casing seems a bit cheap and may not handle a hard drop very well. That said, the scanner remains nicely balanced when set on a desk, so toppling over isn't a big issue. Despite being marketed as an event scanner, it excels with civil air, mil-air, and VHF high band, delivering strong reception in these ranges. Coverage spans from 25 MHz up to 512 MHz, which is plenty for most local analog signals. However, there's no 800 MHz band, trunking, or digital modes built in, so be aware of whether your local emergency services use digital systems. Still, for people needing budget-friendly monitoring, it stands out compared to more expensive digital scanners on the market. One of the BC125AT's best features is the large LCD display that shows alpha tags, frequencies, modes, and a signal meter clearly, even in low light. The keypad is generously spaced and has a nice rubber feel, though there's no built-in backlight on the keys. Battery life is acceptable if you keep a stash of AA's ready. On average, you can expect around 4 to 6 hours if you run with the backlight on. That shorter battery life is partly due to the larger display and speaker, which delivers crisp audio that isn't easily drowned out by road noise. Programming the BC125AT is straightforward using the keypad, and while it can be time-consuming, it's not complicated. If you have a lot of channels, you might prefer PC software such as Uniden's free tool or ARC125, though the latter costs extra. You get 500 channels arranged into 10 banks, which is useful for dividing frequencies by category, like police, fire, or aviation. Though you can't rename the banks themselves, alpha tagging each channel is a huge plus for knowing exactly who's talking. Close call, do not disturb, or D&D in short, is another standout feature. It scans for nearby transmissions without interrupting current audio, making it great for picking up signals from strong local repeaters. Temporary lockout also lets you silence annoying or overly chatty channels on the fly, automatically unlocking them after you turn the radio off and back on. On the downside, the scanner lacks an attenuation function for cutting down interference, so if you have persistent noise on a channel, you'll have to rely on lockout. Durability is the biggest drawback for rough outdoor use. There's no weatherproofing, so if you plan on carrying it in wet conditions, you'll need a dry bag or case. Users who primarily monitor indoors or in a vehicle won't find this to be a deal breaker, and for the affordable price, often hovering around $130 or even lower, the BC125AT compares well with higher-priced digital scanners if you only need analog coverage. Though it's missing 800 MHz and trunking, the combination of alpha tagging, strong VHF reception, easy programming, and a friendly price tag make it a top contender for budget-minded enthusiasts. To sum up, what we like is the large, easy-to-read LCD display, the excellent analog reception, especially on VHF, high, and air bands, the alpha tagging for quick identification, close call D&D and temporary lockout features, and the straightforward programming. On the downside, the plastic casing feels somewhat fragile, not weather resistant. There are no trunking or digital modes, plus no 800 MHz coverage. The battery life can be short if you keep the backlight on, and banks can't be renamed, and there's no dedicated attenuator.